Welcome to Goldstone Finvest. I'm Prabhat Majumdar and I would share weekly updates for March. The market clocked more than 2% gains in a truncated week driven by positive global cues and 2.3 million infrastructure package announced by the US President Joe Biden. Strong auto sales numbers and healthy buying across sectors supported the market, but the rising coronavirus infections limited the upside. The BSE Sensex rallied 1,021 points to 50,029 and the Nifty climbed 360 points to 14,867, while the broader markets outpaced frontline indices. The BSE mid-cap indices was up by 2.73% and the small-cap index gained 3.91%. The market is expected to get support from global cues given the US stimulus package, but the bond yields and rising number of COVID-19 cases worries may add to volatility, experts feel. The Nifty gained 1.2% on Thursday and formed a bullish candle which resembles hanging man kind of pattern on the daily charts, while there was a small bullish candle formation on the weekly scale as it gained 2.5% during the truncated week. Experts expect the trend to remain positive amid range-bound trade, but feel the index needs to decisively surpass 15,000 to 15,100 levels to get the strong bullish bias. On a daily basis, the Nifty closed above the 20-day average, and so the Nifty can now challenge the peak of 15,335. As per candlestick formation, the market has formed a bullish continuation formation that might send the market to minimum of 15,100 levels. Also, on a weekly basis, the level of 14,880 has been broken, indicating a rally. The next level, 14,600, would be considered a significant support area. Also, domestic investors' mood remains buoyant on hopes for a strong corporate earnings outcome. Meanwhile, rising bond yields and COVID-related updates will be key monitorable. Domestic institutional investors supported the market in the truncated week as they have not bought nearly rupees 4,000 crore worth of shares through FIIs net sold rupees 767 crore of shares. The Indian market ended in the green for the week gone by, with Sensex rising 2.08% and the Nifty 50 gaining 2.4% for the truncated week. The BSE mid-cap index climbed 2.7% while the BSE small-cap index rose 4% for the week ended April 2. The long-term structure of the market remains bullish, but in the short term there may be some correction, say experts. The market might consolidate or pause for a while. However, the positive trend of the market remains intact. We remain in a bull market. It took us 10 years to double Nifty earnings between 2010 and 2020, and we will achieve the same in the next 3 years if you take 2021 as a base. So, Nifty earnings will double between 2021 and 2024. Given that outlook, the market should continue to do well. Experts expect that once the second wave of COVID-19 tames down, probably over the next couple of months, things would recover pretty quickly. The exhibitors like PVR, Inox or the hotel industry or hospitality or the consumer discretionary, all of them will bounce back pretty strongly. Towards the second half of the year, a very strong resurgence in consumer spend and consumer demand. Markets are structurally very bullish on IT services. The sector will do extremely well over the medium to long term. India had a very good monsoon for the last 2 years and the tractor industry has done phenomenally well. It should do reasonably well as capex, infrastructure spending, road building pickups. You will see significant benefits for tractors as well. Market has been more bullish on economy-oriented plays in the last 6 months. However, a bit of correction in those stocks in the near term. reducing weightage on banks, even more so now substantially underweight financials, but that is more like a very practical thing. IT services have been very bullish and continue to remain very bullish. It will surprise most people on the growth on the upside. The entire IT sector will keep getting re-rated as the quarter after quarter guidance and results come. Researchers say that it is the next 4-year structural cycle. Market has been positive on some of the pharma names because after a long time this sector getting the growth back both in international and domestic markets. With an 8 to 9% CAGR in real GDP growth in the country, there is no reason to be negative or worried. There will be some corrections in between, but broadly there is a lot of reason to cheer with the government also pushing ahead on disinvestment and opening up different sectors, etc. With the kind of economic growth that we are assuming domestically, the commodities part of the business that are around the industrial metals, energy, etc. are some areas that are seeing some ray of hope coming in. Few key factors that will keep traders busy in the coming week. RBI policy. The Monetary Policy Committee MPC will conclude its 3-day meeting on April 7 and experts feel is likely to continue with accommodative stance given the second wave of COVID-19, and the commentary over economic growth and inflation would be key to watch out for. In all probability, MPC would keep the rates intact with an accommodative stance when the economy is showing early signs of revival. RBI and the MPC would ensure that growth momentum is maintained, and it would facilitate the same by taking measures for effective transmission on the cheap credit. The MPC stand on their view on the present inflation level, and if there is any indication on the time frame by which liquidity may start getting tightened and how long it would like to maintain the accommodative stance taken. Coronavirus ghost strengthens. The coronavirus risk seems to be increasing day by day as the second wave of COVID-19 has gradually been spreading fast in some parts of the nation, though there has also been an increase in vaccination. Given the increase in cases, there has been a lot of restrictions imposed by several states, including night curfew, gatherings, ban on hotels and malls, etc., which experts feel could impact the economy a bit in coming months, though the vaccination across the country is going on since January. Bond yields. The US bond yield has been moving in the range around 1.7% and gained nearly 4% in the last 1 week amid improving outlook on US economic recovery. The dollar index, which measures the value of US dollar to a basket of 6 leading global currencies, increased to 93 from 91 levels in last 1 month. Experts feel the rising bond yields could impact some FII flow to emerging markets, but overall the indication of improving economic recovery is a positive factor for emerging markets. Rising bond yields in US is driven by improving outlook on economic recovery. Though this could strengthen dollar and create volatility in emerging markets in the short term. The revival in US economy is good news for equities in general. In the past also there have been phases of strong economic growth globally accompanied by rising bond yields, but equity markets also doing well. So as long as there is orderly movement in bond yields, it should not spoil the party in the emerging market equities. Earnings. The March quarter earnings session will kick off soon, so gradually the focus will shift to earnings. So far, experts feel the corporate numbers could be strong following better than expected numbers in the previous 3 quarters. The upcoming Q4 FY21 earnings season will begin in a week's time. So, investors' focus will be shifting back to fundamentals. This time investors' expectations are ripe for a strong earnings season led by healthy demand recovery and low base effect. On earnings front, revenue growth, margins expansion and management commentary will be key things to watch out for. Economic data points. The market manufacturing PMI data for March will be released on Monday, while market composite and services PMI for March will be announced on Wednesday. Bank loan and deposit growth for the fortnight ended March 26 and foreign exchange reserves for the week ended April 2 will be released on Friday. IPO and listing. The primary activity will begin in the financial year 21-22 with Macrotech Developers, formerly known as Lodha Developers IPO, which will open on April 7 and will close on April 9. The price band for the offer has been fixed at Rs 483 to 486 per share. The company is planning to raise Rs 2,500 crore through its initial public offering, which would be used for repaying of debts and acquisition of land or land development rights. Barbecue Nation Hospitality is expected to debut on the bourses on April 7. Technical view. A positive move in global markets, a drop in bond yields and a slight easing in the dollar index could help the Nifty to move beyond the 15,450 levels. Below 14,600, Nifty would retest the levels of 14,400 or 14,250. F&O cues. The options data indicated that the Nifty could see a wider trading range of 14,500 to 15,200 levels in the coming days. Nifty futures closed the week with gains of 0.27% with decline in futures open interest OI by 5.11% on a weekly basis, which indicates short covering in the index. During the week, put call ratio PCR is based on open interest of Nifty moved in between 1.10 to 1.36 levels and closed the week at its higher band. On options front, maximum put open interest was seen at 14,000 followed by 14,500 strike, while maximum call open interest was seen at 15,000 followed by 16,000 strike. Call writing was seen at 15,000 then 15,100 strike, while put writing was seen at 14,500 and then 14,200 strike. Post February, market has seen continued decline in volatility index, which suggests more of a consolidation in broader markets, and the Nifty has seen largely in the range of 14,500 to 15,200 since then. A major change of trend may be seen once the Nifty moves out of this range, while stock specific moves are likely to continue in the upcoming result season. India VIX has been moving around 20 levels for the last few sessions, falling by 3.24% from 20.65 to 19.98 levels on week basis. VIX needs to sustain below 20 mark for the bullish grip and smoother move in the market. As stated by Goldstone experts, traders should trade extremely cautiously with strict stop losses and should follow support and resistance levels on strict basis. Follow support and resistance levels along with trading call as published on our Telegram channel. For regular updates, like, share and subscribe our YouTube and Telegram channel. Also follow us on Twitter and Instagram, and also be a part of our Facebook family. Views by Goldstone Finvest. Let's build fortune together.